You know how to listen to the mainstream media when they say if they don't like Obama, they're racist. You know how to tote the bottom line. You know how to get into line, kind of like coming into line in a prison where you got to bend over and cough and raise your nutsack to prove that there's no drugs on your body. You know how to do that. You know how to lay down and lick the police officer's boots. I don't. I don't compromise. I will never change. And I will never give in to intimidation, to threats or fears that they are going to come after me. People ask me questions, Alex, all this stuff is true and whatnot, and all this stuff. Why are you still around? Delete. Delete. I have to shield myself from negativity in order to grow and move forward and evolve as a spiritual human being trying to find enlightenment in this five-sense reality. But there are others that have other plans, warring plans, anger, rage at those that don't believe like them. You got to let go of some of that anger. You got to open up your mind, open up your consciousness. You also got to remember that what thoughts you send out there come right back to you. You can send me all the anger you want through the TV screen. You know what this is? This is a mirror. What you wish for me, I wish for you. I will reflect all negativity that you send my direction, and you will feel it back, because what you put out there in the universe comes back to you. I send all of you love, and I pray to the Almighty Creator above. I don't have to give him a name. I don't have to read scripture. I don't have to get into line. I know that we're being watched, and I know that some of us are being guided by a higher force, a more divine presence. And there are those that choose to believe and those that choose to not believe. But the choice ultimately is up to you. Bill, go ahead and let that phone call through.
Hi, my name's Alex. I just wanted to ask if it would be all right if I could just play you a couple-minute long tape on my recording on my TV. It's of a former U.S. Army soldier describing all the horrific things that he did. If that would be all right, I'd like to.
Okay, as long as there's no profanity.
No.
We can go ahead and play that.
All right, yeah. All right, thanks. Here it goes in a second.
Okay.
Here it goes in a second. Okay. Here it goes in a second.
But so a lot of times I would talk to people and try to vet them and see they're being truthful. And I would kind of, after a while talking to people, but most of the time I would kind of be like, I don't think this person's involved in much. And if I went back to my chain of command and told them, like, yeah, this guy wasn't really arrested for anything. I don't think he really knows anything. Should I just release him? And it would be like, oh, no, that guy's bad. You know, we were told by this guy so-and-so that he's a big-name terrorist. And so you need to go down there and you need to put the screws to him. Like, you need to be meaner to him. So since I was, like, a good soldier at the time, like, I would go down and do just that. You know, I would go down there, like, scream at detainees, like, throw chairs, tackle the tables, like, have Iraqis land on the ground where I'm screaming at them. I mean, I was just thinking about this the other day, is that how, like, trying to be in their shoes again. It's just, I'm trying to imagine being someone who's, like, sitting there being yelled at by, like, me on one side screaming at them in English, and my interpreter screaming at them in Arabic on the other side, you know, while they're in tears crying. And one of the things about it is that, sometimes we get information out of people, sometimes not. But if I could get information out of people, sometimes just so I knew that I was just so I could feel like I was doing something, I would be like proud of the fact that like I made an individual cry. Like, if an individual broke down and started crying during it, or, like screaming, like I would feel like, okay, I did something effective. You know, I really got to him psychologically. And then I have mentioned before, like if I really think I got the individual like psychologically, I could get individuals actually start beating themselves. You know, like, you know, run up against the wall and smash their head into the wall so they're like bleeding all over their face. So there's like blood over their face, and that would be like, for me, almost as good as like successfully interrogating someone.
Yeah.
And it's really fucked up, and I feel terrible.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It was an accident, so we get it, and there's a lot of people out there
I was never,
that have been speaking out for years. on these particular topics, on these particular issues, and there's going to be more information coming out in the future. Could you, sir, address the previous call as to what Obama's doing about all of this?
And I also wanted, I mentioned this before, but I want to apologize to any Iraqis I ever interrogated.
Sir, you still there?
Whoever basically were victims to ill treatment due to my actions.
You still there, sir?
Another thing too about this is that women with males video that we interrogate too.
Sir, we're going to have to move on, but I know that you can find this on YouTube. Can you go ahead and give us the YouTube title?
The last thing I want to say, though, about interrogations is that while we did psychological torment, a lot of the Iraqis would do basically physical torture. And he would do basically physical torture.
Okay, sir, are you still there? I'm going to ask one last time. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so the caller earlier kept asking, why do we say negative things about Obama? And it's not that we're saying negative things about a person. We're highlighting the systems of control and why things are the way that they are. Can you talk to the previous caller and let him know what Obama's doing about the tape you just played, the crimes of Blackwater and other mercenaries in the military?
Yeah. Hold on, Dad. Yeah, I actually got to go.
All right, well, thank you for your call.
Yeah, he's an idiot, though.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, I don't believe in calling people names, and I believe in actually turning the cheek and rising above the filth. Because, again, when they break down the economy, okay, because you're a prisoner in this cage, okay, you're a slave. However, you don't want to see yourself as a slave. You want to see yourself as a free person. But the reality is, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, if you're going along to get along, you're a slave. And in a prison, what do you see people do? You see people divide upon racial lines. You see people getting shanked out in the yard because, like animals, they turn on each other instead of realizing the larger system that they're in. So going back to the song we just played, I feel like sucking somebody today, suck, slapping somebody today, slap. It's just music, Alex. Dance to it. Maybe hit your buddy in the face as you're... And I see little girls and little boys in the street play fighting more in a way that doesn't look very friendly. When you see like a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old girl pretend that they're knocking each other's teeth out, it is a little bit disturbing. And so the media is there to get women to act more violently, act more like men, because we're in competitive animal mode and we've got to survive. Again, locked into the fear mode of having to survive. So we got to get ready to box. We got to get ready to box everybody, and just get ready to just like tear each other's eyes out. It's like, why? Why don't we apply that desire to fight for what's right and apply that towards the system? Not to be violent or to call for a violent revolution, but that feeling that you're feeling, that, oh man, I just want to be free. I can taste it. I can taste and see exactly what freedom looks like. And sometimes, folks, you got to grab what you want and you got to make it a reality. You can't wait for it to be given to you. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting in line with your bread basket, with your bread bowl, your begging bowl for a very, very long time. Hoping maybe China helps you out, Russia helps you out, somebody drops food on the coming bombed out cities of America. Oh, please, somebody feed me. You shouldn't be afraid.